We're going live. Hello! We are live. That's Chris Anderson. Hello! We are going to start off this segment. Chris is going to talk about his wonderful Haymaker saw. Can you all hear me? I hope you can all hear me. But first, we are doing some drawings here today for the people who have visited us in person. And look, this is how many people we've had through here today. It's kind of amazing. We've had a ton of people. I'm so excited. Our community really turned out today to support us, and we're grateful. Where is Mary? Where is Mary? Mary, come, please. Please join us. And so we're just going to hold this up here, and Mary's going to reach her hand. And here's what we're drawing for right now. The very first thing we're drawing for is a $40 gift certificate to any of the Rolling Mill Resources Etsy shops. There's a special code in here. It's a good thing I looked, because I might have held this up on the camera, and that would be bad, because the code in here, that would be bad. So trust me when I tell you that it's a $40 gift certificate code to any of Gwen Youngblood's Rolling Mill Resources shops on Etsy. Thank you, Gwen. Drum roll, please. Go ahead. Oh, pull it out. And the winner is Alicia Garza, who is not here but was here earlier. Yay, Alicia, we will get this to you. Woo! All right. Next up, we are drawing for a bottle of Pepe's Bench Basics Smart Flux. This is awesome. This is a stand-in for Prips Flux, which hasn't been in production for a long time. This is a re-engineered version. I personally tested it. I love it. We have some bottles here that were donated by our very own, oh, thank you, by our very own Pollyanna Randall, who is a moderator in our group. We're very grateful to her for donating this. All right, so bottle number one goes to, woo, Nora Hernandez. Woo! And she's right here. Come on, Nora. Come on around here. Come on around here. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Norma Hernandez. There we go. That's for you. Woo! Thank you very much. We appreciate your support. Yay! Give it to me right now. All right. We have one more bottle this round that we're going to give away. And that bottle is going courtesy of Ms. Pollyanna Randall of Open Studio. And that one goes to Karen. I'm going to mispronounce this. Medicus. Karen Medicus in Austin. You have won a bottle of Bench Basics Smart Flux. We will get that to you. Can we tape that to the thing? Awesome. All right. And then for this round, we'll do another drawing in a little bit. For this round, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the Gwen Youngblood Riveting Essentials Kit. Now, you guys, if you watched the demo earlier, you saw this in action. There are so many awesome little pieces in here. Let me just go to my overhead shot for just a second. Okay, I'm sort of, look at all of the, there's a book with all kinds of cool instructions. Look at, it's all sorts of projects and instructions. I promise I'll put this back sort of the way you had it, Gwen. Sort of the way you had it. And then all of these fabulous little tools and gaugers. No, this is, I think we're good. Thank you. And so this, what is the retail value on this, Gwen? $49.95 is what this goes for. This is going for free as a gift from our very own Gwen Youngblood. This is going to somebody right now. Are you ready? Yes. You ready? Drum roll, please. We're so ready. Are you ready? Kate's ready. And the winner is David Renfro. I know they just left. Dakota. Oh no, Farrah. Oh no. Here, David. There you go. He's still here. Right. Okay, wait. No, you got to get on camera, dude. That's the deal. It's the deal. It's the deal. Right there. Right there. Lean down here and look right there. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, David Renfro. Woo! Thank you. All right. Well, that was all kinds of too much fun. Yeah, we'll do those next round. Perfect. Next round, we'll do those. Okay, now that we've had that kind of fun, this gentleman back here, right? Wait, right there. Right there. I'm doing it over my shoulder and backwards. Let's change seats, shall we? Right. Here, let's switch. So you need to grab that one right there. Hold, please. All right, so I gotta tell this story. Go ahead and sit down. So this is my friend Chris Anderson.
Hi.
Right over here.
Oh, hi.
Chris Anderson. And I met him for the first time at the Tucson Gem Shows about 2 months before the world came to an end. Or maybe like 6 or 7 weeks, like maybe not even like 2 months.
4 weeks.
And so I tried this very saw at the Pepe booth in Tucson, and I fell in love with it. And David Eisenman was very mean to me and said, no, she can't have it. And I cried all the way home. I was devastated because they hadn't actually launched this yet. Well, then the pandemic started, and I started doing the online group. And about, 2 or 3 weeks after the online group, I get this package from this young man. And in it is this saw as a gift to me. And I ugly cried. I'm telling you right now, I ugly cried. I am not lying to you when I tell you that this is my very favorite saw ever. I genuinely love it. And Chris is going to show you all of the things that make it wonderful. It is now produced by our friends at Pepe. I still call them friends, even though David Eisenman was very mean to me about this saw. So we're going to talk now about the Haymaker saw, which I am genuinely a huge fan of. So here we go. I'm going to clip this to your shirt. Chest hair. Ooh.
You go right to. You just go right to that if you want. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, I love you.
Yeah. No, I mean,
like that.
it's functional. Like I can tie off things,
so. If you say so.
like tarps and stuff.
I don't need to know any more than that. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what you're following that up with.
We're not. I just let it go. Pretend.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Francesca Watson.
No, you're
No.
not. You have to point. Hello.
Hello.
There you go. Now you're.
Yeah. All right. Good. So, let me see your saw real quick. Where's it at? I haven't held this anything in a while. So, story goes like this. The line punch forge engraving adapter I did a demo on a little while ago. I made that, contacted David at Pepe Tools. I have a different experience. Wrong side. So I made that, contacted David at Pepe Tools and said, hey, do you think this would be marketable? And he goes, yeah, we'll give it a try. And well, long story short, here I am in Texas. So yeah, thanks, David. Thanks, Pepe Tools. But after that had kind of a pretty awesome success. David says, hey, design me a saw. I'm like, all right. So I designed some saws. The first iteration was meh, kind of okay. And then it ended up being what you see here or here. And in order to get to that point, we needed to figure out what we wanted to do with handles. So I made a couple saws with different kind of handles. I had a wood handle. I had my personal favorite. If you watch any of my YouTube videos, you see one of the big furniture clawfoot on it. That's my beast. I love that guy. Just like Francesca loves this saw. One of them was antler. There's a couple other ones. But anyway, you heard the story from Francesca. That's where it started out. The saw itself was designed around a concept. The concept was that first of all, the saw is not a tool. The saw is a tool holder. And in order to accurately saw, like you would like a drill chuck, if you were drilling, if you're in a mill or a lathe, you want your tool holder to be as accurate and as non-interference as possible. So when we designed the saw for a couple different ways. First of all, we wanted our balance. We wanted the saw to be balanced.
I think that's just amazing.
We didn't want to the weight of the saw interfere with the song. We wanted the blade right in the center of the frame so that the blade was right where your hand is, right down the center of your bone structure. That's where the saw blade was. Then we wanted to create, basically the saw frame is the heart and soul of the jeweler's bench. And we wanted the heart and soul of the jeweler's bench to be something that it wasn't in past, which is just as eccentric and unique as each of you are, and allow you to either buy a particular color that you wanted. I've had friends take a certain color and then put some glitter nail polish on it, because what can go wrong with more glitter, right? Some more sparkle.
Glitter.
You know, you have to keep your eye out for another custom saw job I'm doing soon for a friend of mine. So we're going to keep that silent for now,
Okay.
but because we don't want her to know about it. She's here.
Huh?
What? She can't hear me.
Not me.
Not you. No.
Okay.
No, not you. So when it came down to it in our research, we didn't want to just say we want to make another saw, because there's a lot of saws on the market. We want people to have a choice. We wanted to make a saw that took what we knew about sawing fundamentals and make a saw that would make you do the fundamentals, which is, of course, straight up and down. So what we found is some saw frames, if you balance them, like from up here, the handle will tip either forward or backward, and found out that that coincided with fatigue in sawing. So if the saw was front heavy, under fatigue, a student or a smith would tip the saw forward and saw. And if the saw was back heavy, under fatigue or stress, the saw would go back, because it's going in the path of least resistance, back or forward. So we wanted to eliminate that and promote proper sawing technique by creating a perfectly balanced, counterbalanced saw frame that worked for makers, that reinforced those fundamentals that we try and teach students, and even try and keep in mind ourselves, because sometimes I do bad stuff.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
Can you show us how it works, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. Thank you, Francesca. So
we're back over to the bench pin.
we're back at the bench pin. Let's go here first. Do you have our fantastic Nano Blades?
Hold, please. Why, yes.
She's getting the Nano.
What gauge would you like?
I would like maybe an 03, 3/0, please. And if you say, what color do I get for saws?
Yeah.
Why not get two?
What?
Why not get two?
Two saws?
Two saws.
Saw blades?
Two saws.
Okay.
So I keep in my personal studio, and I know that it's not available for everybody, and I'm not trying to, push that, but I'll keep one loaded with a 3 and one loaded with a 3/0. That way, if I'm doing production work, I can move back and forth between the two saws and not have to waste time and energy.
So when you talk about this, Anna, you're gonna have to repeat the question because I'm not Mike. Anna Marie says, I understand when I got my Haymaker saw, they have since redone the nuts.
Correct.
They slip sometimes.
Let me show you the nuts. So, where am I? There they are. So, what we've done to eliminate that, if you look at Francesca's saw, you have a stud going through the frame on a wing nut, not a wing screw. On the new production saws, you have the stud going through and a wing nut on it. Since we've had this, we haven't had those issues. The ones who have had those issues have given me or David or Tony a call, and we've made sure that we've fixed it and made sure that they're happy with their product. So we had somebody show up today, and bam.
So if you bought an early version, I have to speak into Chris's chest here. If you bought an early version and you don't have the good nuts,
I want good nuts.
I'll be here all week. Check with David or Tony Eisenman or Chris Anderson. That's this guy into whose chest hair I'm speaking at the moment, and they will hook you up with good nuts.
Hook you up with the nuts. So that's what we do.
Nuts, baby. That's what we're talking about.
It's all fun and games until you got bad nuts. So
No bad nuts.
no bad nuts here. So what we ended up doing was going with the concept design that worked and tested. And, we just like with any other product, any other thing that you do, you have to continue to evaluate what you're doing to make the best possible product. And that's what we've done. So I hope that, is it Anna Marie is the commenter? I hope that answers your question, Anna Marie. We're constantly trying to improve what we do, offer more innovative things on the market, and listen to the community, because that's what we're all about.
Nicole Richie's daughter Beans wants to know if by nuts you mean you're sending salt and almonds.
Maybe we are, and maybe we are.
Sending salt and almonds. You have to repeat that.
Said salted almonds.
Yeah, Beans.
Beans said, "Will he send salted almonds?" Well, Beans, if by beans you mean cashews, because they're not really nuts, maybe. If salted almonds, maybe we are. I'm going to. If Beans wants salted almonds, Beans will get salted almonds. Francesca's just saying. All right, so back to business. We have our saw frame, tool holder, and we're going to install our tool, which is our saw blade, Nano, which are amazing because we're going overhead. We kind of searched the globe and found the best possible blade. And if you have ever installed a saw blade and done it wrong because you can't see the teeth, I'm going to teach you something today. So I have my saw blade here, and I can't see the teeth because, well, I'm blind. And I'm going to attempt to get it oriented the right way by using a technique I call pet the kitty. So we're going to, I use that because if you pet the kitty the wrong way, it's going to bite you. And if you pet it the right way, it's going to sit there and let you love it. So we're going to pet the kitty in this direction, and I don't have it biting in. But if I turn my saw blade around and I bite in this direction, oh man, that kitty's biting me. So we're going to go ahead and turn it back around like it was supposed to. I'm going to insert the blade into the bottom, making sure that my teeth are facing outward because I can't see. Yeah, I think we're good. If not, we'll change it and tighten that nut. Quality nut. And then we're going to insert it into the top. I'm going to compress the frame until the saw blade bows. See how it bowed there? Maybe put my finger right here. Yeah. We'll show. Yeah, let's go over to the bench pin can. To the bat cave.
To the bat cave.
Oh Lord.
There we go.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and compress the frame until that saw blade bows. And when it bows, it's made contact with the top cutout in the frame. And so every time you compress it, it compresses the same every single time. And then it sings like 1,000 angels.
Woo! That's what I like to see.
Yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and do some shine. And we're going to demonstrate some blade butter. All right, I got a little blade butter on my finger here. That's probably more than I need. I'm going to put some back because a little dab will do you. I got a little on my finger. I'm just going to go make sure I got the teeth. I did. Okay, good. So I got that. So I'm going to put it on my blade. And then just in case you're doing a lot of sawing, I'll take it and I'll smear it on my workpiece. That way, if it is somehow, way, shape, or form no longer available on your blade, your workpiece is holding your lubrication for you, and you're able to just kind of keep on going. So sawing fundamentals, we want to make sure we stay straight up and down, just like this. And also for grip, find here, I am only using a couple fingers here. I'm only using a couple fingers here to hold onto my saw blade, or saw frame. And then I'm just going to do a little, you know what? I pet the kitty the wrong way. Oh. See, here's
Wow. And you haven't even had any wine.
No, I haven't. So
That's what's cool.
what I want to illustrate is that even somewhat experienced, you can make mistakes.
I make mistakes all the time, Chris.
I just made one. Francesca says she makes mistakes all the time, and somehow I think she's talking about inviting me.
In full view of thousands of people.
All right,
Oh dear.
we've got our pet the kitty the right way now. Oh yeah, look at that.
Done anything like that.
Yeah, never, ever. All right, so
And the people who know better are cackling.
So-
Lightning is accurate.
All right.
if you can see my hand, you see some open light in there. That's because I'm not grabbing the saw frame super hard. And the other thing I'm doing is using the entire blade, because doing this is going to wear out that one section of blade, and you're going to have all this other blade that goes, hey, I want some love too. Just going to go ahead and do a turn.
Patty Cruz says she asked Sam for the blue one.
Still using a super light grip. The quality nuts or the bad nuts? All right. So the cool thing about blade butter is that it's not clogging up my view. If I had lines on there, I'd still be able to follow them. I don't have any of the flaky kind of, beeswax or other type of more solid lube.
Is this an entrance zone?
So
So you're not moving the work, you're moving the song.
typically you want to move your work, but with being live and trying to do a lot of other things, whatever works for you.
Well, it's obviously working for you. Look at that.
So I got a nice little mountain range we did here. It's going to zoom in a little.
So cool.
Somewhere. There we go. Got a nice little mountain range. You can layer it, make two little nice mountain ranges, whatever you want to do. But one of the things you'll notice when you're using especially the Nano Blades is that your cut quality is going to improve. Done a little bit of testing and found that other brand saw blades will actually leave a little bit more curve and a little bit more cleanup to do. But these ones, I see a little bit of saw marks in there, but this is nothing that even a little sandpaper, like 1200 grit sandpaper, wouldn't clean up. So it's perfect. So that is.
Heidi is saying the Nano Blades are amazing. They're the best I've ever used.
I agree.
Repeat the comments.
So I'm having a hard time with this repeat.
Sorry.
Heidi says the Nano, I can see it. The Nano Blades are the best ever used.
We agree.
Yes, they are.
We agree.
We agree.
Deb Henready wants to know, are those metal removable doohickeys removed with the new nuts?
Metal doohickeys. You mean the shoe, the area that goes over the aluminum saw frame? That's there to improve the longevity of your investment. They act as a layer between your saw blade and the aluminum frame so that your saw has more longevity and life to it. Otherwise, the metal saw blade could eat in and eventually erode away at your saw blade. So those little shoes there, they protect your frame and longevity. Since we're on a live, how many more minutes we have for this live? 5 more minutes. Let's take questions.
You've got questions. So I
Yeah.
wanted to say, I'm gonna speak near Chris's chest hair again. One of the other things I love about this is the depth of the frame itself. You can do up to 6 inches of metal sawing with this, whereas with one of the traditionals, and even with, I won't say the name of the other saw, you can't, because it's not deep enough. So you don't have to have multiple saw frames. That's the other thing that's one of the other things I like about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, just joining in. What's up, Linda? How are you?
Since you didn't mark this copper, we can't check your work.
That is exactly why I didn't mark the copper. Since you didn't mark the copper. It's not my first rodeo.
Right?
Yeah. You didn't follow the lines. There were no lines. I do what I want.
I made it up as I went
You're not the boss of me. So, yeah.
We can be done or we can take questions.
Yeah,
Dean says you look very beautiful today, Francesca.
Thank you. You look very beautiful today, Francesca. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Beans.
Beans, you are amazing. I've never met you, but awesome.
Beans is the best.
Beans is the best? All right.
Beans, okay.
Let's see. Anything else there you got going on? Any questions?
No more questions?
All right. So,
on that note,
brand new colors, purple and green.
Brand new colors, purple and green. You guys check out our affiliate link, makery.link/Pepe Tools. You can buy these saw frames there. Check out Chris Anderson's website, www.lionpunchforge.com.
Mm-hmm.
He has some amazing stuff. We're going to be giving some stuff away here on the next broadcast. So stay tuned for more.
Chest hair.
I'm not sure what we're doing next. Stay tuned. See you later. Bye-bye.